Okay. We're going to do an inventory of barriers to being active. Can you see? If you cannot see, I'm just going to read it. Okay, so what I want you to do right now is to get your notebook or any piece of paper, and I want you to get pen or pencil. And then please type ready. At least 5 people to say ready, and then we're going to start the activity. You need notebook or paper, and then your pencil or pen. We're going to do an inventory of barriers to physical activity. Please type ready if you already have your paper and pencil, or notebook and pencil, or notebook and pen. All right, Mary Kagimbal, thank you for participating. No, not yet ready. Or no, you didn't exercise. Okay, ready. Okay, I think we can start now. I'm going to give you 21 sentences or 21 statements, and then you have to write number 3 if it is very likely that you say this, or somewhat likely, it's like possible, maybe, or unlikely, not possible, and very unlikely, really not possible. So you just have to write 3, 2, 1, or 0. Okay? 3, maybe you can write on the side of your paper so you will not forget. Number 3 is very likely. Very likely, like maybe 90 to 100% possibility, number 3. And then you will write number 2, if somewhat likely. So it's maybe, maybe, possible. And then you will write number 1, if it is unlikely, meaning there's less possibility. And then you will write 0 if really not possible. Never like this. All right. So let's start. I think it's a bit small, so I'm going to read it to you. Please write number 1. Number 1. My day is so busy now. I just do not think I can make the time to include physical activity in my regular schedule. So my day is so busy now. I just do not think I can make the time to include physical activity in my regular schedule. Okay, so you will write number 3 if very likely, 2 if somewhat likely, 1 if unlikely, or 0 if very unlikely. Next, you write number 2. For number 2, none of my family members or friends like to do anything active, so I do not have the chance to exercise. It means wala sa mga family members mo or wala sa mga friends mo ang gustong maging physically active. Walang gustong mag-exercise, walang gustong mag-bike, walang gustong mag-jogging. So, wala kang chance na mag-exercise. Okay? So, you answer 3, 2, 1, or 0. Question number 3, I am just tired after school to get any exercise. So, number 3, yung maghapon mong mag-study or mag-module, you're already so tired, so you don't have a chance na to exercise. Okay? Because you are tired. You're already tired answering your module or doing your activities, so you're too tired to get any exercise. That's number 3. Okay? Number 4, I have been thinking about getting more exercise, but I just cannot seem to get started. Yung naiisip ko naman mag-exercise pero hindi ako makapagsimula, like this. So do you think you will be saying this one? If yes, you write number 3, very likely, or a little, somewhat likely, you write number 2. Not is unlikely, and then really impossible is 0. Please type number 4 if you are still with me before I move on to the next question. At least one person should type 4. Okay, thank you. Now, we move on to number 5. I am getting older, so exercise can be risky. Not me. I am getting older, so exercise can be risky. That's number 5. So is it very likely, somewhat likely, unlikely, or very unlikely? Tumatanda na daw si teacher as a joke. It's for yourself, okay? Not for me. Next, number 6. I do not get enough exercise because I have never learned the skill of any sport. So, hindi ako nag-exercise kasi hindi naman ako marunong mag-basketball or hindi naman ako marunong mag-volleyball or hindi naman ako marunong ng any sports. I do not get enough exercise because I have never learned the skills of any sport. That's number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Number 6 yan. That's number 6. Okay. Number 7. I do not have any access to gym facilities, jogging trails, swimming pools, bike paths, and the like. So, number 7, wala, maybe malayo ako sa gym or hindi ako makapunta sa gym. Malayo ako sa oval, the running track. What do you call that? Running track. And then, malayo ako sa swimming pool or hindi ako makapag-bike kasi wala kaming bike path. So, are these the reason? Would you say this is very likely for you to say? I do not have any access. That's number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's number 7. 8. Physical takes too much time away from other commitments, time, studies, family. So, physical activity, if mag-exercise ako, gagamit ko yung maraming time na dapat is for my family, dapat is for my studies. So, it takes too much time if I exercise or if I do physical activity. That's number 8. Number 9, I am embarrassed about how I will look when I exercise with others. So, nahihiya ako if makita nila pag nag-exercise ako or how I look pag nag-exercise ako or how I look after I exercise. That's number 9. I am embarrassed about how I will look when I exercise with others. Next, number 10. I do not get enough sleep as it is. I just could not get up early or stay up late to get some exercise. Yes, I think it's understandable. So it's like, ang hirap pumangon para mag-exercise. Or probably I cannot do it even at night. Okay? Because I don't get enough sleep. Alright, so I think I could use this one. That's number 10. 11. Number 11, it is easier for me to find excuses not to exercise than to go out to do something. Mas madali sa akin na maghanap ng alibi para hindi mag-exercise kesa gumawa ng ibang bagay. That's number 11. So it's like, if you're gonna do something else, you can do it right away. But if you're gonna do some exercise, you tell yourself, oh, I can't do it. And you find excuses. 12. I know of too many people who have hurt themselves by overdoing it with exercise. Number 12. Do you think you would say na ang dami ko kasing kakilala na injured dahil sa physical activity, dahil sa exercise, dahil sa Zumba, dahil sa pagbabike, dahil sa sports? Would you be saying that? And that is number 12. Number 13. I really can't see learning a sport at my age. I really can't see myself learning a new sport. So parang I'm old na, I'm already old to learn a new sport. Or I'm already old to learn a new activity. Would you be saying that? You write 3, 2, 1, or 0. Next is, what number are we in? Yes, we're at number 14. It is just too expensive. You have to take a class or join a club or buy the right equipment. That's number 14. So number 14, masyadong mahal. Bibili ka pa ng bike, bibili ka pa ng treadmill, bibili ka pa ng, what do you call that, weights. So do you think you would be saying this? It is just too expensive. That's why I don't do physical exercise. Number 15, my free times during the day are too short to include exercise. So yung free time mo sa maghapon ko konti lang. So hindi ka na makapag-exercise. Again, if it's very likely, you write number 3. If somewhat likely, number 2. If unlikely, number 1. If very unlikely, 0. Next number, we're almost done. Just 7 more. Number 16. My usual social activities with family or friends do not include physical activities. So it means when you do things with your family or when you do things with your friends, usually hindi siya physical activity. maybe resto, or maybe you're you're playing mobile games. So usually when you have when you do activities with your friends or family, hindi siya physical activity, hindi siya riding a bike, hindi siya exercise, not like those activities. Okay? That's number 16. 6 more. No, 5 more. 17. I am too tired during the week and I need the weekend to catch up on my rest. Okay? So if your reason Monday to Friday, puro study, puro activities, puro work. So pag weekend gusto ko magpahinga lang. That's why I don't do physical activity. That's number 17. 18. I want to get more exercise, but I just can't seem to make myself stick to it. This one. I want, but I just can't seem to make myself stick to anything. Stick to it. It says sick, not sick. It means, gusto mo talagang mag-exercise, pero maybe gagawin mo lang siya once, tapos hindi mo na maulit. Like this. Okay, that's number 18. 19, I'm afraid I might hurt or injure myself during exercise or while playing. Which is what my mom used to tell me when I was young. Okay, so natatakot ako kasi baka ma-injured ako kapag nag-exercise ako or kapag nag-play ako ng sports. 2 more. 20. I'm not good enough at any physical activity to make it fun. So, hindi ka magaling, probably hindi ka magaling mag-dance or hindi ka magaling mag-bike, hindi ka magaling laro ng basketball. So, I'm not good enough to at any physical activity to make it more fun. So, you think it's not fun because you don't know how to do them. And finally, it's not on my copy, but number 21, if we had exercise facilities and showers at work, then I would be more likely to exercise. Ibig sabihin, kung meron kaming, let's say, gym or equipment sa bahay or sa school or sa work, siguro mag-exercise ako. That's number 21. Okay? So if you have answered 1 to 21, please type 21. Okay, please type 21 on the screen. To those who were able to finish the inventory of barriers to physical activity. All right, please type 21. May de Melina is watching. Good morning. All right, 21. Thank you for participating. I so love you all. 21. Yes, this one. So you can type 21 or 21. Hi, Rain Luigi. Good morning. All right, so many of you joined. If it says Facebook user, it means you didn't grant StreamYard access. So you can click the link above so I can see your name. But anyway, when this is recorded on Facebook, I'll be able to see your name. But right now, I can't see it yet. So Cristel Lunday also joined the activity. Thank you so much. Good morning. Okay, now we're going to do simple math before we exercise. Okay, this is what you're gonna do. You have to add your answers in number 1, number 8, and what number is that? Number 15. Okay, just add your answers. You find number 1, number 8, and number 15, and then you add your answer. And then you have to add number 2, number 9, and number 16. Okay. I'm not sure if you can see the screen, so I'll just read. And then after that, you have to add your answer in number 3, number 10, and number 17. Okay. Madali lang naman i-add, no? It's easy to add. Just 3, 2, 1. So I think you can do it fast. Next is you have to add number 4, number 11, number 18. Okay. And then you have to add number 5, number 12, and number 19. Okay. Next, You have to add number 6, number 13, and number 20. 3 plus 3 plus 3. It's easy. You can do it. And then last, you have to add number 7, number 14, and number 21. 7, 14, and 21. Okay. New comments. Go. All right. Now that you are done computing, let's start. I hope everybody will participate. For if you add 1, 8, and 15, and then your score is 5 or more, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, then please type lack of time. Or maybe you can type lack of time, social influence, lack of energy, lack of motivation, fear of injury, lack of skill, and lack of resources. All the answers with the score 5 or above. If your score is 5 or above, then please type it. Example, you have like, when you added this one, you got 7, then you type lack of time. You can type as many as you have. So example, you have 5 here, and another 5 here, and another 5 here. Then please type lack of time, lack of energy, and fear of injury. Okay? I'll wait for your answers. Where did you get a score of 5 and higher? I'll make it a bit bigger. I didn't know I could do that. Sorry. Okay, here you go. Which one, in which category, a score of more than 5? There you go. It is big now. Lack of time, lack of time. It's, for me, De Melina, it is lack of time. For Myra Naboya, also lack of time. Angel May Cantuba, only one, only lack of time. How about the others? Okay, lack of time. For Rhea Jean, lack of time, social influence, lack of energy, lack of motivation, lack of resources. Mostly lack of time. For this Facebook user, I don't know your name. Please grant streamer permission. Lack of energy. Hi, Neil Fe. Our dear president, it's lack of time. Our vice president is here. Thank you. Good examples. I hope our other officers are also here. Lack of time for Chanel. Am I giving you a lot of extra work? So you have lack of time. Sorry, my dear officers. Okay, so mostly lack of time. And then for this Facebook user, it is lack of time and skill. Okay, thank you for participating. And then those who will post, just continue posting. But now that you are able to identify the barriers to doing physical activities, just like what we studied last Friday, I already taught you different ways on how to overcome those barriers, right, to physical activity. So I will be posting that later so that, you know, if your problem is lack of time, then you can check how to overcome that. And then I'm gonna give you instructions on what to do before we set our fitness goals. Okay, so we also have Mark Latorre, lack of energy, fear of injury, lack of resources. And then for Charmaine, social influence, lack of energy, lack of motivation, lack of skill. And then finally, we have Rain Luigi, that is lack of attention. Where is lack of attention? I didn't teach lack of attention. Maybe motivation. And then for Merica Gimbal, it's lack of skill. Rain, there's no lack of attention. Okay. All right. So now that we're done with this inventory, and then you already know which ones you should overcome, then we can start exercising again. I hope all of you can join this just for about 15 to 20 minutes, which is just enough time for me to prepare for my next class. Okay. Let me know